nuevamente Marcucci here in the video, and today we're going to be talking about DePIN on Solana. This is a report from Syndica. I suggest everyone to follow them. They do amazing reports every single month. So today we're going to be going over DePIN. I'm sorry I haven't been home. I just been away doing some work. So thank you so much for all the new recent subscribers. I think we went up 12 subscribers. So truly do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Anyways, we're going to be going and starting now. So for those who do not know what DePIN is basically decentralized physical infrastructure networks. Basically, you have these little gadgets all across the world, all connected together to provide you better, Wi-Fi, gaming experience, of maps, every single thing that you could think of, 5G maybe. And we're going to be going over that now, and why Solana and why they're launching on Solana. Obviously, cheap fees, super high throughput, so everything like that we are going to be going over today. So Solana has done a great job of attracting deployers over the past 2 years. From early 2023 to June 2025, Solana DePIN more than tripled the number of connected devices amongst their networks, reaching a count of 2.3 million. So we could see here the chart. So Helium migrated, I think Helium might have been on Ethereum, they migrated to Solana. I could be wrong about that, but here are all the different services that Solana provides: Helium, Baba, Hivemapper, Nosa, Star Power, Wairu, Piggycell, and IO.net. So we can see here it's gone up, what is that, triple fold? So that's really impressive. Also, developer activity has grown and become more diverse since 2022. So we could see here, there were some little projects, and now there are so many new projects coming out every single week, every single day, and it's really super impressive. And people always say follow the developers, where they're building, and it looks like most of them, at least for DePIN, they're choosing Solana. So that's also very positive. So Solana has become the hub for new DePIN protocols since 2022. Since 2022, Solana has captured the bulk of significant DePIN tokens launch, hosting 9 out of the last 20, at least 10 million market cap, replacing Ethereum in the DePIN chain. And we see here a comparison. Like I said, Ethereum was the most powerful in 2022, but since then, Solana has captured a lot more. And only 22 projects is not that much. And obviously there's more projects that have a lower market cap, but we're just talking about the bigger market cap, right? So it's Solana, Ethereum, Polygon, Binance, Polkadot, Arbitrum, Cosmos, Tether, BitTensor, and Tron. So all those have DePIN projects and DePIN protocols and applications, but Solana looks like it's leading the way, at least in the most recent token launches, right? So Solana has the highest DePIN fully diluted market cap in all of crypto. This is a recent phenomenon with Solana replacing Ethereum as a dominant chain in early 2024. So almost a year and a half now. So we see here Ethereum obviously had the lead since it was one of the first smart contract platforms. It had the way for most of its time, and now Solana has reigned supreme. Close second is Cosmos, which is pretty impressive. Ethereum still number second, but after those two, Cosmos is here at number 3. So that's pretty impressive if you ask me. So all this progress has enabled on-chain DePIN revenues to reach a new year-to-date high in June. So Helium, Render Network, Hivemapper, Uprock.com, NATIX Network, and XNET Mobile collectively earned 716,000, marking a new 2025 high and hitting 3 million in cumulative revenue. So yeah, the most important for all these blockchains and all these applications is obviously revenue. Most of these companies are not going to be profitable right from the start, right? It takes years and years for this development to really develop, but the fact that they're making some type of revenue, to me, is super impressive, right? At least to me, it talks to every single blockchain, not just Solana, but to have revenue in such a little time, right? Like what, 2-3 years, and most of these projects haven't even been made for that long. So them being like this is super high on the upside. So Wairu.net has onboarded 1.5K devices so far this year. It's a Solana-based global Wi-Fi network, lets users share Wi-Fi to earn tokens. There are mints and NFT for every device deployed on the network. And I know when people see NFT, they're like, oh my God, not another NFT. But since 2025, they started with basically 300 devices. Another one 0.5K, which, you know, to me just shows the huge potential. And you can get these devices and get paid for stuff that you are not using, right? This basically gets the Wi-Fi that you're not using and distributes this out to other people that want to connect to Wi-Fi. So pretty impressive, right? This is basically the decentralized world that we want to see. Also, Baba network ecosystem is thriving. Year to date, Baba's hotspot supply rose 67%. Connected devices doubled, bandwidth consumption more than tripled, and token burns are more than doubled. And obviously, with this technology, there's going to be a lot of competition, and competition is not bad. They all want to create the best product out there. So to me, this is just the beginning. To be honest, this is just the beginning. And now, one of my favorite projects, and I made a video already, and you should be using it too, especially now in Puerto Rico, they want to increase the phone bill, I think it is. This is not going to replace it, or at least you don't have to replace it. You can still get your phone, and you could get cheap data almost free, or if not, for very competitive and low cost. So Helium Mobile on-chain revenue reached 1.5 million this year. On-chain revenue reached a record 364K in June, raising 14% month over month, with data offloading accounting for 88%. So we see here, you know, really impressive, right? The tremendous growth. I forgot when they launched their free mobile plan, but they even launching a free mobile plan and revenue increasing so much, it just makes sense why this technology works, right? It's not like, oh, crypto speculating, blah blah blah. No, like they're actually generating revenue even with a free plan, right? They have 3 different plans. Like they have like a regular, a plus, and a plus plus, and really cheap. I mean, I think the most expensive one is maybe $40. So yeah, definitely check it out if you haven't done so already. So Helium Mobile subscriber counts rose dramatically in H1 in 2025. So we can see here, so yeah, new subscribers from 4.6K to 31K, and that's average new subscribers, right? And new subscriptions rose tremendously in May. I don't know what they did in May, but yeah. And we can see here, right, they almost have 311,000. And I expect that number to go up to millions and millions and millions, right? I expect that number to keep increasing as time goes on and people find and discover this technology. So Helium Mobile data offloaded and hit a new all-time high for the 3rd straight month. Average daily offload subscribers climbed 22% to near 1 million, while offloaded data increased 11%. So XNET Mobile data offloaded hit a new all-time high. Average daily offload data increased 9% in June, reaching 931 gigabyte daily. So definitely another one I'll probably make another video of this sometime soon on the channel, because I do want to make a video on this. But yeah, everything that you have seen so far, the numbers just keep increasing and increasing and increasing, right? They're not decreasing. They're not going up and then coming back down. They're slowly, steadily increasing. And then once people start adopting it, it's gonna boom, skyrocket. So I think the last 2 slides I want to go over is this one. Roam network, which I also use, surpassed the 5 million count benchmark of cumulative Wi-Fi setups. Roam added 348,000 new Wi-Fi setups to exceed 5 million total, while new registered users jumped 42% in June. So right, you see here, they had like a big here March. Drop that back down, but still the data just shows that it's going to keep increasing as time goes on, right? This is just probably slow. But yeah, registered users continues to increase too, and you know, month over month they increased. So yeah, really positive signs. And the last one that I have used and I have, you know, experience with is Play on Shaga. Interactive streaming reached new all-time highs in June. Shaga streaming and streaming hours increased by more than 20%, setting all-time highs in both metric. Terrarina topped June streaming with 2,806 hours. Only 3.5% of those hours show the diversity of games streamed. So basically what this is you could stream any game that you want. Well, not any game, but a lot of games that you want directly on your phone or different other devices with the same upload speed and download speed that you will get at, you know, your PlayStation or somewhere else, right? And that's a huge positive, because not a lot of people can afford a PlayStation or an Xbox and that kind of stuff. And Shaga doing it, and so you being able to play all these different games is just super impressive, right? It's something that I cannot even put into words how much it means. Oh, and the last one, before I forget, Hivemapper revenue rebounded in June. In June, demand measured in USD burn increased 81% to 27,000, bringing in a total of 144K in revenue so far this year. So I also made a video on Hivemapper. This is basically like a Google Maps / Maps competition that they have done all around the world. They have mapped out almost all around the world, all the different roads that are being built, and you can use it. So yeah, I just think this is great technology. Kudos to Syndica. Thank you for the great, amazing report. Really, you know, I don't know. In all honesty, I think one of the biggest catalysts for this crypto bull run is going to be DePIN. That doesn't mean to invest in all these projects. That doesn't mean, you know, to go all in and YOLO on most of these projects, but instead to use the technology, use it. If you like it, if you enjoy it, keep using it, then maybe you can invest, and then we could talk about all the other stuff. But yeah, intrigued to your thoughts, please let me know what you think of the video. And as always, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.